our little break that we enjoy every week, our yoga retreat, a retreat to the awareness of our bodies and our minds in a very focused way. It's always good to check in with yourself and to confirm your aliveness, confirm that you have a mind and a body and that you inhabit it and they inhabit you. So as we always do, we will tune in to the awareness of our breathing, and a couple of points on the breathing: tall spine, heart lifted, shoulders like a clothes hanger. We'll begin in silence with the awareness of the in-go and outflow, that current that is our life current, our life energy of our own breath. That which connects us to wellness, that which connects us to spiritual realities, and that which is the source of our life in mind and body. Let's bring the palms together at the heart now. And focusing more deeply on the heart at this moment. If there's anything that the world needs from us at this time, it is the renderings of our hearts. And let's begin now with the Adi mantra for the awareness of higher consciousness, starting with a deep in-breath. Now we're going to start off with some very intentional, long, deep breaths. I would like you to focus on the intentional expansion that occurs when you breathe in on your inhale, and also the intentional exhale and contraction of the torso towards the soft middle so that you are emptying. I'm going to lead us through this. I'd like you to exercise your breathing anatomy, and do know that this is a practice that will also help you fall asleep. Okay? So first we won't fall asleep in class, don't worry about that, but it is something that really, a practice that really helps you to calm. So let's tune in to the natural flow of the breath. And merger of the heart center and the gut feeling center. And check your sternum and the spine between the shoulder blades to be sure that your heart is lifted and your shoulders are in the close hanger position. Now, in a very controlled way, take a deep in-breath and exercise. Be aware of the breathing anatomy, which is the barrel of the rib cage, the lower belly, the lumbar, the upper shoulder blades area, and the upper rib cage. So we're working to expand on a long, deep in-breath, and everything like a barrel all at once, contracting, contracting, contracting. Now find a rhythm that is maybe a little more forceful, but in the sense that you're just very aware of it, and you're aware of that functioning and stretching of the rib cage and all those anatomical points that I have been sharing with you for a good while now. I mean, you even have this area under the armpits here, the lower back where the rib cage, where the kidneys are, and the scapula, which are the shoulder blades. Everything kind of expanding out on the in-breath, and be very mindful of emptying. You're emptying the stagnant vayus, they're called, the airs that kind of hang out, and they're a little toxic, so we want to get some refresh on the body, and this also refreshes the mind. And we're breathing in and out of the nose. You've been practicing pranayama with me for a very long time now, so these are not practices that everyone is into. There's the in-breath through the nose, blowing out. This is a very different effect, very, very direct on the automatic nervous system, the fight and flight responses. And be a little bit more aggressive with both the in-breath and the out-breath, but not to the point where you're going to start coughing and getting out of kilter with it. It's just very intentional breathing. And notice the place at the bottom of the inhale when you've completely exhaled, and notice the top of the inhale when you're completely full. Pausing just a second in each place, at the top and the bottom, before you alternate your breaths. Now we're going to transition into the long, deep in-breath, and in a very expanded practice of the rib cage and all your anatomy, you're going to pause your breath for as long as you comfortably can. Then you're going to exhale out in a controlled way. And then just empty enough. You don't want to squeeze, 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 squeeze out, but empty just enough so that you feel empty. And then go ahead back into the expansive in-breath, filling all the way up. And in that very expanded state, be sure that your posture is good, all your points are covered, and go ahead and apply the root lock as you are suspending the breath for as long as you comfortably can. And when you're ready to exhale, exhale out efficiently and start over. We're going to do this for about 3 minutes, so work on your own. And now take your last in-breath and hold as long as you comfortably can, and then your last exhale. of your palms. I hope you enjoyed that. And the more you practice it, the more juicy it gets. You can really feel the blocks in the body and the mind, and the tensions just kind of melt away. And I mentioned sleeping because this is something you can do before you go to sleep, laying on your back. Even with the root lock, that suspension of the breath for as long as you can. I've found that when I cannot sleep and I have done, all I do is about 3 of those and it knocks me out. Now I can hold my breath for a goodly amount of time, but that comes with practice. And it's also a good practice to do before meditation, and also we incorporate those techniques in our stretches. Good. All right.